In our group, there are 4 people from America: Alan Best, Jack Riccardi, Anisha Sadana, and Nicolina Cassisi, and 2 from Australia, Tate Plummer and Joshua Gum. Education is important for everyone because it creates bright futures and highly paid occupations. In the future, there is nothing more important than having a good education, because you won't get very far in life without an education.
Our country that we are researching is China. The population in China is 1.351 billion. China is located in Asia, and the main industries are steel, coal, cement, farm use, chemical fertilizer and television sets.
One of the questions in our survey were, how old are you? We got 17 responses. The average age that answered this question was 13. Another question of ours were, do you think there are different expectations of girls and boys? We got 17 answers, 65% said yes and 35% said no.
China sits at 101 out of 187 on the Human Development Index.
China has one of the largest education systems in the world. It took China a really long time to install technology. School is required for students aged from 6 to 15 years old. Schooling is extremely cheap in China. Parents or guardians only pay a small fee for books and uniform.
Enrollment disadvantage for girls. The odd ratio associated with being male is 1.42, meaning that boys are 42% more likely than girls to be enrolled in school.
It's the future of others. It can also create a cycle that is run by families. It is also important to have an education because some jobs need a high standard of knowledge.
Education is important for families that are in need of money in order to give their children food, drinks and all of the necessities for basic everyday life. And none of these things can happen without a proper education.
China has a long history of providing education for all, even though it's limited for some girls.
Over the past few years, the number of international students who study abroad in China keeps on growing.
China is continuously growing, changing, and developing.
China has set up a degree system including bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees that are also open to foreign students.